Oakdale traffic, Skyhawk 44 Delta Mike, 10 to the south, 2,500 inbound, 28, Oakdale. For traffic, Skylane 8970 Mike, turn left base 30.
All right. See no reason not to fly. Don't know where we're going yet. Just go. And beacon is on, landing light is on, strobes are on.
Short traffic, Skylane 8970 Mike, turn final 30.
Oakdale traffic, Cessna 2489 Mike is departing runway 28 to the north, Oakdale.
Oakdale traffic, Skyhawk 4 Delta Mike, 5 to the south, inbound 28, Oakdale.
Airspeed's alive. 50, 55, we're going to rotate. And we're airborne. A little bit of roly-poly air over the hangars there. Got a little bit of wind this morning, not too much. But we want a little bit of wind to keep this smoke at bay. We've had a lot of wildfires out here in California. No bueno. All right, I said I was departing to the north. I better turn to the north here. Having reached 700 feet. Boy, this northbound turn is almost automatic pilot for me because right out there over that lake is where I learned to fly. Yeah, let's just head out that way.
4 Delta Mike, mile 45, left downwind for 28, Oakdale.
They lost their little headset thingy. Yeah, it's mine now.
Effort traffic, Mentor 4028 Golf, single T34, about 4 miles to the north of the airfield. Enter the left 45 for runway 32, Hanford.
Oh, I can smell the smoke up here. I think I'm going to do... Sure, I know where all the temporary flight restrictions are. I think I'm going to swing over towards Angels Camp and see what the air is like.
Oakdale traffic, Skyhawk 4 Delta Mike, left downwind 28, full stop, Oakdale. Mid-air traffic, Cherokee 017, short final, 30, mid-air.
Because I'm going camping in Angels Camp in a week, so actually less than a week. I will be there in 6 days, 5 days, something like that. All right, we got up here, it's a lot less bumpy. Air is nice and smooth here.
Hanford traffic, Mentor 4028 Golf, entering the left 45 for runway 32, Hanford.
We will finish our climb out here at 3,000 feet.
Madeira traffic, Tomahawk 559, Sierra Bravo, turning left downwind Madeira.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another airborne episode of Network Admin Live. Not a whole lot to talk about at work this week. First of all, grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints down there in Central California. It's a beautiful morning. It's been super not foggy, super smoky here where we can barely breathe for a month and a half. Air quality was actually in the hazardous range, and this has been the first opportunity I've had to fly There's a lot of haze you might have seen out there when I had the camera turned around. That haze is all smoke. The puppy white stuff you saw was fog. That's marine layer from the Bay Area that got blown inland and got trapped up against the foothills here. It's going to burn off here real quick.
Traffic,
but yeah, let's see what went on at work this week. Let me turn the radio down here real quick and check for traffic. There are no threats. Okay. So let's see, this week in review at work, what did we do? Actually, there's a whole lot of just racking of equipment, re-racking of equipment, and re-racking of equipment. Yeah, we would get a configuration of putting equipment in the racks. So we use an Excel spreadsheet. I think I might have showed it in an earlier video to lay out our 19-inch racks and where we're going to want network equipment. And so we laid it out, and we thought it looked real good. And then when you start putting stuff in, you see, yeah, that doesn't work. So there was a little bit of that going on, and a little bit about my boss, would have a dream about something related to the network rack. And I guess she gets her ideas in her sleep. So we would have to come in and move that and make it look the way she wanted. So we had to do that a couple times. But I think we finally got that all dialed in. The deciding factor was that she, as she puts it, made the cables all neat and tidy. And she didn't want to undo her cable work. So that's great. Whatever works. So there was that this week. There were no real network outages or anything, no real issues. I mean, I was watching my network status all week. It was green all week. There is one older legacy switch that I'm keeping my eye on because I keep getting warnings from it. And in fact, I did have to go in and reboot it one morning because it just became, one port on it became unresponsive. So I rebooted it. That was 2 weeks ago. I was on call that week, so all close to 3 weeks ago, and got called early in the morning because phones weren't working, and I went over there, and it was because that switch was offline. It was up and running. I thought for sure we'd lost power to it, but no, it just was not cooperating. And I gotta grab the camera and show you guys this. That's real pretty out here. Let me pull the cable around. Look at that. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's the breath of God out there. Actually, it all is. That's the vapor on his breath. Isn't God amazing? Look at this beautiful world he put us in. Yep. And I believe we're the only ones he created. There's nobody else out there. We're not going to run into aliens from some other place. All right. So anyway, minor distraction from God there. That's all right. He's welcome here anytime. He can butt into my conversations whenever he wants. Because I have no say in it. He is sovereign. Okay, where was I? Okay, so yeah, I'm watching that one switch. There's really not much else going on the network, which is kind of good. I have a project for converting a fax server over from an older legacy product to a new one. We're still waiting on one more telephone to be ported over, and then that will be that. Let's see, what else do we have going on at work? We have our second internet circuit installed, which means we are now waiting on Downtown County to install their switches. Because the way they're going to provide internet to me is they are just going to provide me an address block that's going to be advertised across both internet service providers. And I am just going to plug into his switch, and he's going to do all the mixing of the two providers. He's just going to provide me internet and on my outside range. And then he's going to make sure that he provides access to both of those ISPs, which I like because I don't have to keep track of it. I don't have to call the ISP when it's down. That's up to him downtown. So our downtown network guys are basically becoming our internet service provider. And that'll also be our WAN circuit as well. So when we got to get to them, we go over that same set of switches that he's going to put in. Switches which I bought for him, by the way, for my project. I bought him the switches, but that's going to lay him the groundwork for doing this for everybody else in the county, which is going to be really nice for everybody else in the county. Let's see, I'm just looking around here for Angels Camp, seeing what the air is like, and it's looking pretty good, because it's hazy, but I can see all the hills leading up into the mountains. It looks good. A little smoky, but I think it's well within the range of tolerability. It just looks like autumn up here. So, yeah. So yeah, that's basically the updates this week. Is we've got the new circuit installed. We put their Comcast is the other internet provider. We've got AT&T, which we are using currently. Comcast is the new provider, and we just installed the Comcast router. So that's looking good. We have another project to get our to use circuit redundancy for our Cerner business partner. They provide all of our medical records. They've got a dedicated circuit from us to them over in Kansas City. And it's one single circuit. Well, actually, it's two circuits, two different providers, but over the same physical path. And we told them, well, then we're just one backhoe away from getting disconnected, which they agreed. So they actually paid to have another circuit brought in, another physical path onto our campus, and that's Comcast. So that's going to play out nicely with our Comcast internet circuit. So it all kind of melded together. So we got all that equipment's all set up and ready to go. We just need them to activate their circuit. We'll plug into it and do some testing. So yeah, it's going to be some pretty exciting stuff here coming up over the next year, getting our dual internet circuits going. And yeah, that's about all I got for work. Nothing else going on. Home is doing pretty good. My daughter Angela finally got a job. She's working at an alternative medicine clinic. No, they don't sell marijuana. Lots of essential oils and like sound therapy and, you know, electrical stuff and hormone replacement therapy. And she's working under a doctor that we've known for many years. She's a Christian lady, and all the ladies that work there are Christian, and my daughter is a Christian, so it's a great first work opportunity for her. It's all women. They're all very mentoring types. Titus 4, whatever, women. Sorry. I'm that bad of a Christian. I don't have every verse memorized. There's a Titus 2 women. Yeah. But they're very much wanting to show her the ropes of how that business runs, you know, everything from the books to the therapies to booking clients, and she'll basically be able to run one. She just won't have the medical degree. So she could partner up with a doctor who wants to start one of those clinics, and they could open up one. So that's going to be good experience for her. It's not a lot of pay. They're only paying her minimum wage, but you know, that's okay. She's getting paid to learn, which is wonderful. And now she's actually got something to put on her resume, which they said they will also help her build. So that is a good deal. Still looking for airplanes around me. There's some behind me, some beside me, and none before me, so that is good. And nobody's coming my way. There's one guy passing off to my rear, but he's going the other way, so that's good. So anyway, my daughter's very excited about her job, finally getting a job. We are very excited about her having a job because it gets her out of the house and gets her some spending cash. And you know, gets her some experience. So good for her. Really proud of her. And that's about all we got. My wife is doing good. I'm doing good. Our mother-in-law is hanging in there. And you know what? I'm just going to turn the camera around here a little bit and let you guys enjoy this scenery that I am enjoying. You don't have to stare at my ugly mug the whole time. I can keep talking. You can look at the beauty that is out there. Trying to find a place to put my sandbag here so it'll keep the camera from moving around too much. All right, well this is, Angels Camp is actually off of our right wing. And like I said, the air looks a little hazy out here. If I turn that way, I'm going to turn directly towards Angels Camp, which is where we'll be camping. Whoa! I'm just kidding. This is a very gentle turn. You guys are fine. Don't worry. Hope nobody's getting airsick. If you are, please grab the bag from the seat in front of you. So Angels Camp is roughly out that way beyond these little hills. And it's a little hazy. It looks really hazy because the sun is shining through it. But in fact, it's no hazier than, let me turn around this way, back the way we were going. No hazier than this, which is pretty much like fall out here. It's always hazy in the fall. The other thing we got going on is harvest, which means they're driving around shaking the living daylights out of the trees to knock the nuts out of them. It sounds really dirty, but that is exactly what's going on. Shake the trees and knock their nuts off. Almonds, or almonds, however you want to say it. I'm from Georgia, so we always said almonds down there. Out here, the farmers all say almonds. Actually, the old joke is when they're in the tree, they're almonds. When they're on the ground, they're almonds because you've knocked the L out of them. Get it? Get it? Yeah. Old joke, dumb joke. It's one of those pretend dirty jokes you tell as a kid. So anyway, air in Angels Camp looks good. The air out over the valley looks good. I mean, for weeks, we couldn't even see, we were down to a quarter-mile visibility in smoke. And at one point, the air quality was listed as hazardous, and they were urging everyone to stay indoors. Forget the coronavirus lockdown. Stay indoors because of the hazardous smoke. The problem is not just the campfire smoke or whatever. It's what's in the smoke. What is burning in that doggone smoke? You know, people's houses are burning. Trash that's been left out in the woods, well, out in the grasslands, those are burning. And you just don't know what's in that stuff. The most California wildfires that are happening out here, like in my area, just dead ahead is where there was a big, huge fire. And that's all grassland and basically the Australians would call it the bush. There's lots of little bushes, lots of manzanita bushes, lots of grass, and every here and there there's a scrub oak tree and stands of scrub oak. So there's not a whole lot of forest burning, it's mostly grass and bushes. The problem with the manzanita bushes is they're full of oil, very oily bushes, and they just burn so hot and so fast. Once they get going, you just basically have to set a backfire and get in front of them to try to stop them. So yeah. All right, well, I am gonna go ahead and put the camera on pause for now to give it a rest and save the battery, and we'll catch you guys in a little bit. we're coming back into good old Oakdale here. So as always, everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw or heard, click that subscribe button. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified when I'm going to post more video of my ramblings. Then please feel free to do so. You don't have to if you don't want to. Instead, this channel is just to give people that are interested in the field just a peek into the window of what it's like to be an actual network administrator, not the glamorized portrayals that the schools and TV may show.
That's all, folks.